What is going on? I'm ZMOT. I have been fully and completely asleep on the Boom Beach Warships front. Throwing creators code ZMOT in your shop on the far right would be greatly appreciated. This video is going to be me trying to catch up, but also me being exhausted and tired and probably making many mistakes. So you're in for a bit of a treat. Now, you can see here, I am at 4 engine rooms. I've got the keys for 5. Should have been in 5 a long time ago. A couple of you asked if I have a 5 engine room video, so here goes nothing. I have been saving my keys and tokens to get to Seekers. I don't think I have enough. I think I'm a little bit short. I think I'll get to Artillery and not beyond. We're going to give it a go, though. Might as well just full on pick up all the things, move to that next engine room, and then I assume we're going to be short for Seekers, and if we are, then that's going to be okay, because I could get them, I think, by the end of this video. We'll find out here in a second. Going to drop this engine room back over there. Going to have to build a base. We'll go through that in a second. First, let's see how far we can get. Those Zukas, you could, in theory, upgrade those if you're using Rocket Choppas to get a little bit more oomph, but I don't believe in doing that. This account has no defenses. It does have 20 boom mines. My account with all of the defenses doesn't have 20 boom mines. A little bit awkward there. Gonna jump in, and sure enough, we are short for the Seekers. Not the end of the world, though. Let's get all of that right there. Now, Artillery, I probably have enough to max. You know what? Let's go to tick 3 because it's cheap. Tick 4 is when it starts to get more expensive. I assume Seekers cost like 800,000 to max. Should be maxing my Artillery. We're going to skip that for the moment. First, we need to build this stinking base as my cat swirls around my ankles. My cat just wants to play fetch all day, every day. Harasses me to throw the ball for her. Strange. I know. Anyways, we're going to pick up all of these buildings. By the way, earlier in the season I said don't pick up your boom mines. They might all go away and you'll never get them back. I since did pick them up as a test, so you can pick up all those things. Don't have to worry about that. That is one bug that Supercell has not been able to fix, which is both good and bad for many people. I am copying the base of Lolo YouTube. I don't know. Lolo is in the same task force as me on a in one of my accounts. I don't know Lolo. I've never watched one of Lolo's videos. So if you guys happen to know anything about Lolo, throw them in the comments. I am completely and utterly lacking bandwidth at the moment. My brain is completely fried. Between work and kids and life, Warships has just been me collecting chests all season long, and I know that's a terrible idea because this is the easiest season to get that top 500 trophy because of the perceived split, and I say perceived split because we have zero confirmation from Supercell that there actually was a split. I mean, there has to have been a split. We don't know the full details, but we know enough details to say that there was a split. I don't know. I'm not sure if Supercell doesn't acknowledge these things because it's forced by the Chinese government, or everyone's wearing tinfoil hats, or what the reason is. But we're gonna keep building this base. Thankfully, I don't have all that many defenses, so it makes building your base super quick. If you are lazy on the base building side, such as I, then as the cat meows again, it makes it super easy to build your base. So I think that is about, we're gonna need to go back a square for that. That needs to go to there. That needs to go to there. We are cruising through, yeah. I mean, Warships this season, I'm having a lot of fun with operation attacks. I gotta admit, I have been using laser rangers way more than I should be, just trying to get some operation attack that goes better than others, trying to experiment with those laser rangers, doing both good and bad jobs with them. I gotta say, a lot of my laser ranger attacks are cringy and terrible, but that's why you're in a strong task force. The general task force hits have been great all the last while, so when I come into an operation and see we're gonna have like 8 extra hits, it means I can jump in with laser rangers and do a little bit of experimenting looking forward to sharing some of those hits with you in the next little while. So do consider subscribing. I've got some Laser Ranger hits that you guys are going to want to use, and some of them you're going to want to try. Doing silly things with them, but also trying to figure out which bases they're best on. And they are best on some bases. Don't furrow your brow or stick your nose up or whatever the heck the expression that I'm trying to use is. They have a lot of good things, these Laser Rangers, especially once you get them maxed. And now I say especially once you get them maxed, but I don't actually know if that's the case. I need to do some comparisons, some more in-depth details, and that's why my Laser Ranger video is not yet available. Flamethrowers. Where am I missing flamethrowers? We've got all those things. Oh, missing a flamethrower right there. Now, I assume I'm going to get wrecked by Seekers. The fact that I am holding out for Seekers means that other people have Seekers and will absolutely crush me. I noticed that Lolo has switched to or has always had the Boom Surprise. Boom Surprise doing air. The fact that my SEMO, which is in the same spot, does not attack air will be a problem because Rocket Choppas should be able to just cruise up that left-hand side. I even said the side right this time, which is considering my YouTube history, a bit of a huge moment for me. I would put on some sort of a golf clap or cheer if I had a soundbite ready, but I don't, so I'll just pat myself on the back here silently. We're going to keep throwing out these boom mines. There are a considerable number of boom mines, which has, again, like I said before, put a bit of an asterisk next to this season. Previously, I called it the Barry Bonds. We'll go with the Mark McGuire this time, just because I feel like they're in the same sort of category. Someone might disagree on that, someone who knows baseball a little bit better, but we're going to keep placing these boom mines and things. I think we're just down to boom mines. So quick base build. And if you're wondering why the heck I'm rambling through this as opposed to pausing the video, you guys told me to do this. You guys have said many times over the many warship seasons, you guys would prefer if I was to ramble because you get a little bit of tidbits, you get a little bit of longer video. And I've been surprised because you guys tend to like the longer videos, which is a bit surprising. Speaking of videos, I gotta say YouTube is amazing. I am technical. I am not. My dad is a mechanic, a builder. He can build basically anything in the history of anything. I am not that person. But in the last little while, I changed my power steering fluid. I changed my power steering reservoir. I flushed the system. I mean, all of these things that our parents had to use like terrible user manuals for, we have amazing YouTubes for. So feeling very thankful about that at the moment. Now, the rest of the boom mines are hidden. So now I just need to figure out where the heck I'm going to hide them. Doesn't matter to me where Lolo placed theirs because I am going to just place mine completely and utterly willy-nilly. I may have to come back and revisit this later. Did I put one there? Yeah, I did. Okay, so let's put you there and we'll just go with it. Good enough. That's good enough for now. I don't have Bombardiers in this account, so it's going to be a bit of a gong show trying to use just Rocket Choppas. I have not seen a single 5-engine room attack, so we are just going to have to make this up as we go along. I feel like going left, I can farm quite a bit of gunboat energy, whereas going right, I'm going to have to be a little bit more precise. So we're going to put you there and you there. Wait a couple seconds and then drop all of these. And then I'm going to farm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buildings and then go for that back left engine room. Why 5, you say? I just picked a random number. I am just going to go for those buildings right there. And then before we start to get too close to that boom cannon back there, we're going to flare this back engine room. And I am not going to shock anything. We are going to let those riflemen die if they need to die. And if they stay alive, they stay alive. Going to flare into there. We're so far so good. We are cruising through all of this stuff. No concerns at all. Now, my number one concern this season is I have been throwing smoke. If you notice there, I accidentally selected the smoke instead of the flare. Major problem for me this season, more so than any other season. Not entirely sure if it's a me thing or a placement thing or what the heck's going on, but I need to get all of these ladies. Yes, those are ladies. The fact that Zukas drop out of them means that those are ladies. And then we're just going to throw all of our artillery on that back engine room as that rocket choppa spins in midair. Not bad. We potentially got the win. Very curious to see if we manage to pick up the win there. If you're using rocket choppas, maybe. Now look, what did they use? They used Bombardiers, just dropping troops. Bombardiers with medics by the looks of things, and maybe Everspark. If you're thinking about going to the 5 engine room level, you probably want to hold out for troop damage or building damage, depending on if you're going offensive or defensive. I was holding out for Seekers, but that was a dumb idea, I think. I think at the lower levels, you're not going to get Seekered because people have not gotten into Diamond or not gotten into ranks 18, 19, 20 to get those extra chests. So if you are a decent rocket chopper player, it looks like you should probably be going into 5 engine rooms. We just got a 4 engine room base, which is fantastic. We should be able to absolutely cruise through this. I am going to, again, not rush all that much. Anytime I rush against 4 engine room bases, I tend to completely and utterly screw things up. And they don't have boom cannons, so this should be fairly easy. I'm going to farm way more than I typically do on this account, on this attack, simply because we've got more engine rooms. Should be able to slow them down a teeny tiny bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold out for that right there. That's what I was holding out for, was that, what's the word I was looking for? Cannon. That cannon, yes. You know you're having a hard time with words when you can't remember the word for cannon. So we've got 1 engine room down. We are about to lose that shock. We are about to need to shock that. And then we are going to flare over to that final engine room and just throw all of our artillery on it, hoping that our artillery is going to do something useful as those final rocket choppas get crushed. So decent, not a good attack. 3 minutes, 3 seconds, decently quick though. Anytime you're above 3 minutes, 3 minutes 7, 3 minutes 8, you're flying along. This person doing a decent job though. I think they're going to be faster than our last attacker. I don't have a bar quite yet for what I need to expect or what times I need to beat. Just going to go slow against 4s and try and go fast against 5s. Come on, tap it a ball. Let's go. Tap it in. Taparoo. Picking up the win. 2 wins in a row. Weird, isn't it? If you spend 200 tokens, you suddenly stop losing. Weird how that goes. Sitting there with 200 tokens is not brilliant. If you need any one piece of advice, that is the one I'm going to give to you. And if you're going the defensive side, just a reminder, that building damage, go through Warriors, because Warriors gives you 2 more shock launchers. Those shock launchers are going to be super baller. We're going to do some quick Seeker hits because I do love me some Seekers. We have got smoke and shocks and flares, so maybe we'll mix something in with the Seekers. I don't know. I, on my defensive account, went back for shock mines, thinking that I wanted to have shock mines before 5. That might have been a dumb approach, because as a result, I mean, I'm making myself be slower to 4 of the shock launchers. So, how much health does that puppy right there have? You've got 24,750 health. I don't know how much damage my artillery does, so there is my first mistake. Everspark, what can you do for us? I feel like if I drop on this left corner, they're going to go straight for that engine room. So we're going to drop right and then just hope that our Seekers can do something useful. 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe? Probably needs more than 4, to be completely honest. Nope, we definitely need more than 4. That is not ideal at all. We have a weird split going. Of course we've got a weird split going. That is exactly what I did not want to happen. Wasted a bunch of gunboat energy on that shock launcher. This is a complete and utter mistake on my part. I'm going to let those Seekers on that left-hand side die. And then these Seekers coming from the right are the ones that I'm going to try to protect. I'm going to throw a shock about there and a shock about there. Seekers, let's go. See what you can do here. Come on, Seekers. Come on, Seekers. 3 minutes, 15 seconds. Need one more shock. With a little bit, we're going to get 3 minutes, 9 seconds. Without wasting the GBE on those shock launchers, probably would have done way, way better. Not sure if we won or lost. 3 minutes, 9 seconds is decent. Curious against Jash Bash. What do we do against Jash Bash? What do you got for us, Jash Bash? We won. So all that jibber jabber when I was trying to pick my troops worked out fairly well. First Seeker hit in the books. Let's max this artillery. Is that the right call? I feel like probably the fact that it's 62, 64, we can get rid of a shock launcher. That's going to save us some GBE. I think, like, you know what? Let's go back and double check that tech tree, because I've been known to make a few mistakes. Gunboat is maxed. That is good. Do not max your gunboat energy nodes without maxing your gunboat first. So we've got 50% GBE, I believe, unless I've overlooked something. We'll just double check there. Yep, 50% GBE. We've got our artillery maxed. Should be good to go. We don't have heavies. Our heavies were left at tick 1 because I haven't had a use for them. I've been using riflemen instead. Let's get in, see what can be done here. What do you got for us? So I don't want to do math on how much GBE that's going to cost, but it's going to be a lot. They've got shock mines. Now, you cover only one. Let's go like this. I'm going to get... all of our troops they're gonna split again, and I'm not gonna like it, and I'm gonna get frustrated. And so what I'm gonna do is I am gonna drop Everspark here. You know what? Let's go a little bit slow. I'm gonna drop Everspark. I'm gonna hit that hack button, and then I'm gonna throw 2 smokes into there. Oh no, you're gonna hit that boom mine right there, aren't you? Yes, you are. Barely saved Everspark. And now that that's done, I'm going to drop 1 boat Seekers there, and then the rest of boat Seekers there, and then we're going to clear that shock mine right there. See, I told you we were going to try and find something to do with Everspark. We managed to find something. Now we just need to see if it's going to pay off or not. Going to clear that shock mine as well. And now we're going to get a decent split. We're going to get Everspark. Sorry, not Everspark. We're going to get that shock launcher shocked. Decent. Probably should have used our artillery on that shock launcher because we've already shocked it 3 times now, which means that we have wasted a whole bunch of gunboat energy. We are about to lose most definitely. Let's throw a smoke to get away from that shock launcher, and then we'll just throw a final shock in there. I don't think we're going to get all the engine rooms down here, but that's definitely something that I'd like to explore a little bit more, is using Everspark to get rid of that shock launcher. Probably should. That was terrible. Like, we're making progress, but it's 1 step forward, 2 steps back, definitely. Actually, you know what? Let's go back and see how... Warships won't be able to see Phantom's time. I would have liked to be able to see their time. I know I could watch the replay and math it, but as we've already covered, math is not high on the list today. We're going to finish with 1 win. I don't care who it's against, what level it's against. We're going to finish with a win, though. So that front engine room is definitely placed there on purpose. So what can we do? If I had warriors, I would smoke warriors to the back to get that engine room. What have we got for troops that we could do that with? I kind of want to do that. Yes, we're going to go a little bit on the silly side. We're going to send 2 boats Rocket Choppas with Everspark. And... this is going to be a problem. I can already tell this is going to be a problem. We are going to send you all the way to the back. We are going to smoke past a bunch of these things. Come on, smoking past. Let's go. Get back there. And then we are going to throw 1 shock right there. That is all I needed. Now I can throw all of these Seekers over into here. Seekers should cruise all the way back to there. And then, well... we're at it. We're going to throw a shock, artillery about there. 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe, is about appropriate. We're going to throw a shock there. Okay, this is looking fairly decent. Not amazing, but it's definitely better than anything else we've done so far. I think we're going to be out of the range of that shock launcher. All of our Seekers are dying very, very, very quickly, so making progress. I definitely need to get my heads together with not only Orion and uh, Doom. Let's retreat right about there. Whoa, that was quick. I'm guessing, force quit. By the way, I needed to throw a shout out to Mr. Commander J Doom sitting up there crushing it. You can see they're within 1 win of global #1. They have a higher win rate, so hoping that Doom gets, I believe, his first #1. I think only Stoneheart got #1. Can't check by the trophy. It's probably, by the way, just a very quick warning for those of you who like to place your trophies out there. If you place your trophy down on the ramp and then you go to a different engine room level, it's going to be stuck in the ocean unless that ramp is still open, which maybe you're excited about. Maybe you're trying to place it down in the ocean, but you can't pick it up. So just wanted to send that detail along. I'm about to sneeze, so I am going to bail before I do so. Thank you for coming in. I'm ZMOT. Peace.